This is my final for our GIS class. My company is Sagebrush Solar, the state flower of Nevada, and we're looking to expand to Las Vegas. Okay, so as a little overview, we do solar panel installation as well as the sales aspect of it, and we're looking to expand into Las Vegas. The decreasing cost of solar and the state's need for renewables, and our ever-expanding company, as well as Las Vegas's climate, it's kind of a perfect little combo for us. It's great. Um, our goals are to grow our business, of course. We want to meet Nevada's mandate for renewable energy, and we want to help reduce emissions from fossil fuels, as well as get connected with the community there. I got a lot of my information from the Clark County and City of Las Vegas GIS databases. I also use the U.S. Census Bureau and Esri. I use the clip, merge, and append tools. I did a lot of data scrubbing for one layer, which was a headache, but we did it. And I added some polygons. My results, we found that we're going to mostly be in the higher income outlying areas of Las Vegas. And we're going to try and, again, collaborate with those communities. Yeah. Oh, and Las Vegas is really interesting from like an urban planning perspective. And I feel more comfortable operating GIS now at the end of this class. Okay. Um, so for location, Reno, we're based in Reno right now. Sagebrush Solar is. And it's a little too small for us. We're getting a little too big for our britches. So we're looking to expand into Vegas. It's a larger market, so we're hoping there's going to be some more demand there. And it also just offers a different lifestyle from Reno. You know, it's a little more big city. It's very fun. Casinos. Ooh. Yeah. For a little bit of background, Las Vegas is obviously, if you're a solar company, you want to go somewhere that has a lot of sun, and Vegas fits that perfectly. They have about 300 sunny days per year. It's frequently ranked among like the sunniest cities in the country, which is lovely for our purposes. There was a state mandate in 2019 where Nevada was like, we want 50% of our electricity to be from renewables by 2030. So we want to help them meet that goal. Solar currently makes up about 30% of that. The cost of solar panels has fallen. It's been falling since the 70s, but it's really fallen drastically, about 90% since 2000. And in Nevada, solar panels currently cost around $19,000 after tax incentive. Our goals are again to expand into Las Vegas sustainably. We really want to get some connection to the community there. We don't want to just come in as outsiders and do our biddings there, but we really want to, get integrated into that community. We're going to also provide some incentives to relocate some people from our ever-growing branch in Reno. We're going to help meet Nevada's demand for renewable energy, and we're going to hopefully reduce some emissions from fossil fuels, which is, of course, very, very topical, very important in the face of the climate crisis. If you believe that's real, sorry. Okay. Um, we're looking at when I was looking for data, we want that to be relevant to people who are relocating. So we're going to look at what kind of housing is there. What are the general income levels in the different areas? We're looking at, of course, lifestyle, entertainment. We've got those casinos. And we want, of course, sports facilities as well. Shout out to the Sphere. We also want to see city parks and national parks for those outdoorsy types. For transit, we of course want major roads, bike lanes, and buses because we are a green thinking company, as well as the monorail because that's there and that's fun. As well as there's a bus terminal downtown and airports, of course. We'll get into it. Other points of interest: schools, universities, emergency services, places of worship, quality of life stuff. Again, my data sources, goodness, are there, and I used mostly these tools: clip, merge, and append. I fixed a lot of polygons for this one layer, and I created some lines, the little monorail, I did that, and some points and some polygons as well. So for incentivization, again, since we're a green thinking company, we really want to incentivize that our employees take either public transit or walk to work if they're close enough, or ride their little bike if they have one. So we provided that information here in this lovely little map. We also have the monorail route as well as the downtown transit center that also facilitates Amway's like throughway connection services as well as Greyhound buses, and the airports as well. Also lifestyle. We have a lot of outdoorsy people in Reno, and I know that like when people think Las Vegas, they're not thinking of like nature. They're thinking of casinos. But there's also a lot of really great national parks close by, and there's a wide variety of city parks as well, so that people in Reno, they won't miss it because they'll have a wonderful new range of opportunities. Red Rock is really close by. Love Red Rock. It's so beautiful. As well as, of course, those casinos and sports facilities as well. As for schools, universities, and places of worship, part of sort of what I'm thinking for our company is doing partnerships with the schools or the universities to sort of help them transition into solar because it does save on energy after and of course it's like a large initial installment cost. So that's more sort of for our use, but for our employees who are looking to relocate, of course, if they have kiddos, they should be in school. And of course, we want to accommodate for our employees with religious beliefs. For emergency services, you want to live somewhere that's safe. For this map, I was gonna do buffer zones around some of them because like the hospitals are a little more few and far in between in like the outer parts of the city, but it looked really messy, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out. I could figure it out, but I couldn't do it in a way that made me happy. So this is what we're gonna get. As you can see, the Spring Valley area and the sort of like northwest part of Vegas have fewer police stations and hospitals as well, and most of those are concentrated in downtown, so something to keep in mind. For housing and income purposes, I just realized I put my webcam up here, and so you can't see me. Information, that's bad. It's fine. For our purposes, again, as a company, we want to look more at single family homes that are typically going to be in wealthier neighborhoods, again, just because that initial cost of installment is, again, solar prices have fallen, but it's a big investment. Um, and renters might not be able to install, so that's a consideration. As for our employees who want to relocate, we're looking a lot. So Reno is very similar to a lot of Las Vegas in that it doesn't have a lot of density. It's very much single family homes. So a little taste of home, something that they're used to. They're not going to have to move into some high rise. But housing is also a lot more readily available, and cost of living in Las Vegas is a little bit lower than it is in Reno. Hello. There we go. So again, we're going to focus on the wealthier areas with single family homes for our services sales, connect with those local schools, make those community connections, get bonded, and offer employees, a change in lifestyle while still being used to those amenities that they have back in beautiful Reno, state's capital. Las Vegas? Okay, I didn't know anything, honestly, about Vegas other than Sin City. Ooh, still places to worship in Sin City, thank you. Sorry. From an urban planning perspective, which is, I was going to be an urban planning major at UIC. I'm a huge nerd for that kind of stuff. It's really, it's not shocking to me that they don't have a light rail because we do live in America and we don't like trains very much. But I don't know. I was like, it's kind of a big city. They should have more than a monorail just to go to like the casinos because that's all they go to, and that makes me sad. I was very interested in the demand for renewables in Nevada, which is cool. I didn't know like politically. I don't know. Some people have like reservations about like renewables politically because again, the climate crisis is fake. No, it's not. But that was interesting. So it's cool to see where they stand with that. For my personal uses, GIS is so important for environmental science. I don't know why it's not required for our degree, but I'm taking that certificate, so I will definitely be using this professionally and educationally as next quarter I have a cool GIS class that I think is going to be really fun. And you will be CC'd on my email to the Illinois GIS Association person when I send it, because I'm going to send it. Now that it's free, oh my gosh, yeah, why not? Um, and I feel so much, when I was doing this project, I was like, oof, I feel so much better about using ArcGIS Pro than I did at the start. I only had experience in QGIS, which is another creature entirely. I feel, this feels good. GIS feels good. I used, again, those tools. I added a lot of tabular data for that religion layer because it was kind of wonky. There was some stuff showing up in Null Island, and that's not okay, so I fixed a little bit of that. I created, edited, yeah, we already went over that. And I measured distances too for that map with the national parks. GIS as a tool, okay, it's so lovely, like the online community that like is there, because it's like if you have a problem now, someone else had it 5 years ago, and there's already like a solution for it, which is fantastic. And I was surprised at the like amount of availability of like all the layers that I needed. That was really cool. Programming. I'm so scared of programming, and any chance I get to do it is fun. I got to play around in Arcade for some of the labels, which was hard, but I did it. And I didn't know you could do 3D scenes in GIS until I took this class. So there you go. Okay, file organization. I have such a messy computer. It's a really bad habit of mine, but I've been really good about it. I've been really good about it this quarter. And it makes like the entire difference when you're working with GIS. It's cannot be overstated, its importance. GIS, I never considered using it for like a business like standpoint, but you can use it for anything. It's such a great tool. And ensuring maps are technically correct. I had a technically incorrect map when I was at the STEM showcase, and I was really embarrassed by it. I think I forgot like a north arrow, and I was like, ooh, Professor Schultz would ding me for that. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. This class has been awesome, and I really look forward to taking my next GIS classes. Woo! Thank you.